Back with the Cushman today, and I was able to get some parts I needed a lot quicker than I thought I would be able to, so I'm working on the Cushman today. Alright, as you can see, I have already done some work to it. Haven't really changed anything, just been taking stuff off. Got the flywheel off actually pretty easily. I was worried about getting that off undamaged, and thankfully I was able to. What I used was one of these pullers, put a good bit of tension on it, and then tapped it a few times with my sledgehammer on the close to the center, and it just popped right off. So very thankful for that. Took the alternator off right there. That is the alternator, and here is the jug. Here is the new one, or good used one. I believe it has a new valve in it, so this is definitely a good head, a good jug, and we'll be taking this one off, and we'll be putting this one back on eventually after I fix that spark plug hole. But for now, just to get me going, I'm swapping it out, and I can just change it out later. Definitely gonna have to reset the valves once reset the fix the valve lash once I get everything done. But these tubes just pop right out this way coming out. Same thing with this one right here. I think this like a oil spray or something. I think that's like an oil squirter, something like that. But next step is to get the head, put that back in there. Next step is to unbolt the head and pull it off. So let me get that pulled off, and I'll see y'all in a second. All right, old cylinder, old jug is off, and it took a little bit of careful persuasion to get this off without damaging anything. But I got it off, and I think this cylinder actually looks in pretty good shape. You can actually still see a little bit of the cross hatching further down in the cylinder where the actual piston rides, and especially down here at the bottom. So this is, I think, really good condition. There's piston, looks good. The rings are nice, moved around good. They're not stuck or anything anywhere. I was able to get all the gasket off in one piece. I still need to wipe it down a little bit, but everything's good. Let me get it cleaned up and the new jug put on. All right, new head is new jug is installed. Need to set the valve lash before I try to crank it up, but I'm good to reassemble everything, and gonna put this one on the shelf for now. Spray the cylinder wall with some WD-40 or something to protect it until I can get this spark plug hole, whatever it is, right there, until I can get this spark plug hole repaired. So let's get this put back together and see what happens when I try to fire it up. Well, it is back together, and I'm a little bit ashamed of how long it took me to figure this out. But the reason why I've been having a lot of problems with this thing running was part of it was the original 1965 ignition coil, which I have remedied. But another problem was the right side spark plug was actually grounding out and killing the ignition system. So that's why I haven't been able to really let this thing run and actually tune the carburetor, because it hasn't been running, and I've had bad spark plugs. So I replaced the spark plugs, was able to tune the carburetor a little bit, and it actually runs pretty good now. I think I do have to choke it to fire it up. Let's see, yeah, there it is. So it is running, and I would say this thing is running pretty darn good. I didn't really pay attention to it last few times I've had to crank it up, or last few times I've had it cranked up, because I've had to focus on the carburetor because it's either been over fueling or just not cranking up at all. But yeah, that is fire coming out the exhaust. But now that I've got the motor sorted out, I can actually focus on bolting down the motor cage and leaving it bolted on. Then I can focus on making my seat. I've got something really cool, really special on the way for this thing. I'm not really doing too much custom touches, but I am doing a couple of small things. So whenever I do get around to finishing the seat and actually getting to where I can drive this thing, I will definitely have more information for you there. But now that I got it running good, now I can start to put the cotter pins and stuff and all the linkage, and so stuff doesn't fall out. The gas pedal works. The brakes will work. I just need to finish tightening up a line and bleed the system, and the brakes should work. And I'll be ready to hit the road. So yeah, there's the video. Really glad I was able to get this jug swapped out as fast as I did. I didn't think I'd be able to get my hands on the parts that quick, but I was able to get my hands on them, and found new gaskets and everything, and O-rings and all that. So it's running good now. My fuel system seems to be working really good, really awesome. Shuts off with the key, which is perfect, exactly the way I want. And this jug here will be fixed and eventually will be bolted back on here. So the original motor is all complete again. As like you saw earlier in the video, this motor is red pretty much inside and out. So this is definitely original. So definitely will be fixing that spark plug hole on that one so I can reinstall it at a later day. But until then, I am definitely happy with this. Now the exhaust is probably just going to be straight pipe all the way out. And I believe it is the same size as some 1-inch galvanized conduit. So I will be plumbing that. I'm gonna see if I can find some metal piping that doesn't have the galvanizing on it, or just hook it up, crank it up, and just let it burn off. But will be most likely just straight pipe all the way out the back when I do get it to that point. But there it is. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.